Richmond's Department of Emergency Communications. Press 1 for English o opcione 9 para español.
I did not recognize that as a valid entry.
Thank you for calling the City of Richmond's Department of Emergency Communications. Press 1 for English o opcione 9 para español.
Thank you for calling the City of Richmond Department of Emergency Communications. If you have an emergency, please hang up now and dial 911. The following 7 options will help us direct your call. Please listen to the following choices before you make a selection. For non-emergency...
Wait while I transfer your call.
Richmond City Magistrate's Office.
Yes, I am Queen Marlene Joyce Taylor. I am with the United States District Court with letters of patent of all subjects in my public. I am identification, theft, treason, high treason, espionage against me. I call the police out to my home, resident summons in them, which are not the police. Police mean police, and police mean policy. 5292, which is my birth certificate. I'm through all my courts with this identification theft, in which have happened against me by 4 family members. 3 weeks ago, I called the police summoning them that they call themselves. They're actually just public servants. I'm Queen Marlene Joyce Taylor. Again, my revolution is in the United States District Court. Stamped April the 27th, 2020. I just called, but someone hung up on me. In that bin, April the 27th, 2020, I came into possession of the possessor ID of 1776 Virginia Constitution, 1776 the Unanonymous Declaration of the 13th United States of America. The precinct over here in Southside, I wrote 2 to 3 letters of patent letting them know it was identification theft of one that called himself Officer Urban, who say he came to my home for protection of me and a protective order with juvenile domestic court. That is under my Richmond Circuit Court. In Richmond Circuit Court, there's 2 letters of patent there of mine, they stamp, and my royal birth and sovereignty, in which I addressed myself, Queen Marlene Joyce Taylor, February the 5th, 2020, they stamped it, received. Received mean I am the possessor and possession of that of posterity of 1776 Virginia Constitution, 1776 the Unanonymous Declaration of the 13th United States of America, that I take the possession of Virginia on February the 5th. February 26th, they stamped another letter of patent of mine and letters of patent. I do not have to take action in my public with subjects. I simply had to write the letters of patent. And again, the precinct over here over Southside, I wrote them 2 to 3 letters of patent telling them of the identification theft they are in of mine, espionage, treason, and high treason. They are written in those letters of patent, February the 5th, 2020, and February the 26th, 2020. The sheriff is no one other than myself over all cases. In the United States Court of Appeals Annex, they call themselves. They have letters of patent. They have the World Constitution of mine, United States of America. World Constitution, enactment of the 10 Commandments. I have the letter from them that they got through correspondence. But the United States District Court have that of my United States of America proclamation of whom I be, they stamp, of that of the revolution, again, April the 27th, 2020. In reference of 3 to 4 years, I've called people here of 3321, my tenement of squatters. I was attacked a couple of weeks ago. I called the police, in which happened to come Urban, who had that protected supposed order he said he took out for me, in an altercation that occurred at my residence. It was not in it a line of order of law of whom I be. It was not the correct name. They left out my middle name. They had the wrong zip code. All of that in reference to identification of theft of mine and treason, espionage, identification theft that is treason and high treason. It further occurred. A police officer came to my home about a week ago in reference to a lease here. There's no lease. I did the United States Census sat down for hours with one who did the census with me of the United States, because of the United States of America, I'm the posterity of the original 13. That's how my revolution is in the United States District Court. I'm magistrate myself. You are public servants. When, in effect, I told the one that came here about a week ago, he said he believed me. I asked, did he want to see the records of the courts? He said it wasn't necessary because he believed me. And that day, I told him of the attack of 3321 of this transgender, that's Brittany Johnson, who have squatted for years, and I've called the police department over the years to get that person from over there and keep them from over there. The day they are over there again, there's a gas meter on the front of that tenement of mine, which is illegally built. They have electricity there, which I called Dominion Energy and told them about their identification theft, treason, high treason, espionage, and what it is of having that they activated that electricity over there when a gas meter is in the front of that house in the tenement, just as about 5 others. On both sides of me, it is a danger to my family and myself, because gas meters are on the front of the house. They belong on the side or the back. Dominion Energy say they sent someone out, but they were to disconnect that service as of yesterday. I, again, hate to keep calling them, in which they claim themselves police. They are not police. Police mean polis. You are in a metropolis city. 900 East Marshall Street has the Great Seal of 1776 Virginia Constitution, that is Burtis, but on her 1782 of Richmond, she is Itter. I am the posterity of that of Itter, who is Vertis of 1776. When that one that came out to my home about a week ago told me he believed in the letters of patent that I have, I did not have to take action in my public. I simply had to write the letters of patent, and anytime I need service, I'm just to call out to the public for the service. I asked him, what protection he had for me. He told me to call the magistrate. On that day, I told him in recording him, I am the magistrate. So today, I want to make it clear to whomever on the phone, is there someone still on the phone? Hello?